don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little, expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. Get addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited, bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clock it. They don't wanna miss a second of this HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back until you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey. Come on in, chat. Come on in. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button if you are not already subscribed, so we can get started on this conversation, this very interesting conversation that I want to have with you guys tonight regarding some trending news, a story that has went viral. I actually want to talk about two stories, and if anybody wants to jump on the live video with me, I'm about to drop the link right now. Let me see. Okay, click this link if you want to jump on the stream with me. Okay, so I'm about to put the link in here to the StreamYard so you can jump on the stream with me if you want to discuss this topic with me. No pressure, but we can get up to 10 people on this stream. We can all be on here on this stream recording. So let me know. But it's actually two topics that I want to discuss with you tonight that might lead into other topics. So if you got any children in the area, you might want to, get them out the room. Get them out the room, but I ain't gonna tell you what to do with your kids. But anywho, okay. So again, we're discussing some trending news tonight that has to deal with grown-ups and children. Okay, let me just read to you what one of the topics is that we're going to be discussing. And actually, on the thumbnail is a picture of the people that we're going to be discussing. So, in trending news, a Russian influencer, which is a 35-year-old female, a woman, she marries her 20-year-old stepson, who she raised from the age of 7. And she reveals that they are expecting a baby after she divorced his father. Now, I need y'all to chime in on this. Like I said, this is going to be an interesting topic tonight. And I just want to see where people's heads are on situations where there are grown people getting into relationships with very much younger people, even if the much younger person is a guy or female, regardless if the much older adult is a guy or female. How do y'all feel about this when the child, grown child, my youngest is 19, and I still call him my baby boy. I call him sometimes when I get mad at him, like, now you a grown ass man, you shouldn't be doing stuff. You a grown man, but mental wise, y'all already know, if y'all parents and y'all done raise kids, y'all know how it go. 17, 18, 19, they still ain't in that experience, that really experienced frame of mind to always make the smartest decisions. Hey, Tiff Moore, how you doing? Yes, this lady, she's 35 years old. What strikes me as really interesting is the fact that she didn't just marry a 20-year-old. She didn't just get pregnant by a 20-year-old. But she used to be married to his father. She helped raise him from the age of 7. 7 years old. 7 years old. Like, child, I got questions. I have questions. Like, for instance, you raise a child from the age of 4, 5, 6, 7 years old. And as soon as they get of age, what would make you want to be with them romantically? This is just not some next door neighbor, some, guy through the neighborhood. You raise this child from the age of 7. I got questions. Like, when did you start developing feelings for this boy? This boy who is now 20 years old. He's still basically her stepson, even if the father who she divorced, even if he goes on and gets married, even if she was to remarry, that's like always going to be like your son, like your stepson. That's child. Thank you. That's what I want to know. Like, where is the father? What is he saying with all this? And where is the mother? That's the biggest question. I'm telling y'all, this is like one of those what would you do episodes. Like, what would you do? Girl, I'm up here choking. What would you do if, for instance, you and your son's father separated? His stepmama, who raised him from a little boy, now wants to marry him at 20 years old and have his baby? Like, wouldn't you think something was going on before? Like, how you just all of a sudden get attracted to somebody that you raised as your child? See, to me, that's disgusting. Hey, Mo Better, how you doing? That's Mo Better. If y'all want to discuss this with me, y'all can feel free to click that link in the chat and jump on the screen with me. We can have up to 10 people if you want to chime in on this. But yeah, that would be the first thing that crossed my mind. I remember my oldest son. He used to work at Wally World at Walmart, and both of my sons, they're really attractive. They get it from their mama and a little bit from their daddy too. But I'm like, he used to tell me, he used to come home, Mama, man, there's these older ladies. They always coming in the store. The older ladies at my job, they always flirting with me and whoop, whoop, whoop. And this one, he was about, I want to say 18, 19. He was grown, but he was still fresh out of high school, in college. And I'm like, let me tell you something right now. Let one of them old heads try to call this house, try to come over here, and it's going down. He like, but Mama, I'm grown, Mama. Sure, I can get me a sugar mama. She can do this for me and do that. I'm like, look deep into my eyes and look at the expression on my face. Child, I'm not playing with you. And they know when I'm not playing. But I mean, how do y'all feel about that? If your son came home with a woman who's 20, 25, 30 years older than him. Like, I heard somebody else discussing that today. Hey, beautiful. Hey, Miss Hogg. How you doing? I heard, oh yeah, thank you for the Cash App, Miss Hogg. I saw the Cash App this morning. Y'all know I don't always check stuff like that. I don't always check my cash. Matter of fact, let me scroll it across the bottom here while I'm thinking about it. But I just saw you come in. So I want to thank you for the Cash App that you sent me. I thank you. And thank you for congratulating me on making the Hood Table into a LLC. For those of y'all who don't know, the Hood Table is not just a Facebook page anymore. It's not just a YouTube channel anymore. It's not just a Twitter page or an IG page. It is officially an LLC, a corporation, an entity, an organization. Yay! And we do have merch. So email me at thehoodtable@hotmail.com if you want some merch. T-shirts, sweaters, coffee mugs, things like that. So yeah, holla at me. But what was I saying? You said that's disgusting. It goes both ways. Let me see here. It goes both ways. 2% fiance just got caught with underage. Ooh. Oh, super percent. I did hear about that. Mo Better said it's disgusting. Ms. Hall said like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Ms. Hall, my moderator. Did I give you a moderator stick, Ms. Hall? I can't tell if you're a moderator on the StreamYard, but I think you are one. I know you're a moderator. Let me check on my phone. Yeah, you are. For some reason, it doesn't show up on the StreamYard, your stick. But I was like, hold up, I know she's a moderator. Okay, anywho. Okay, she said be right back. But I don't, okay. Now, I don't know how old most of y'all are, but I'm in my 40s. So some of y'all might remember this big, humongous story back in the day with a lady by the name of Mary Kay Letourneau and a guy by the name of Vili Fuelo, and I might be saying the names wrong, but anyway, it's a story about this lady. She was a teacher. She started having a relationship with her 12-year-old student, and she was a whole grown woman. Okay. She was caught. It was discovered. And it happened in Seattle. Some of y'all might remember this because, when it hit the news, it was a big old story. Her name was Mary Kay Letourneau, a Seattle teacher. She was convicted in 1997 of raping a 13-year-old student after who she later married. She later married him after he grew up, after she served her 7.5 prison, because she did go to prison. She went to prison for 7.5 years. This boy was in the 6th grade. He was literally going from 12 to 13. So he was in that pre-puberty age, that preteen, that tween years where little kids, they can be influenced. And she served 7.5 years. I brought that up because of the fact that not only did she recently die from cancer, but I saw both of these in trending news. So I thought I'd kind of discuss both of them together because the little boy was like 12 or 13. She started having sex with him very, very young. He was highly influenced. He fell in love. She fell in love. He did not want her to go to prison. He fought. He was upset. He cried. She cried. This was a real relationship. And then afterwards, she got out of jail. They got back together. They were grown then. The courts couldn't keep them away. They was grown. She had kids. Man, she gave birth to one of his children after she gave birth to Faleos. I think his first name is Vili or something like that. I think he's like Mexican or Spanish or something like that. But she gave birth to his child before she served 7 years in prison on charges related to rape. The couple later had a second child. So she got pregnant by him. She started messing around with him when, you remember that, Miss Hogg? Yep, she just died too. She started messing with him when he was like 12 or 13, 6th grade. She got pregnant, had a baby, went to prison. They later got married, had more kids. But she just recently died. And I just brought that story up because it was trending. And it kind of has something to do with much older grown-ups messing with younger kids and even grown kids who are really young that are still highly impressionable. Me personally, I'm trying to think. What's the youngest person I mess with? Youngest age. I think when I was probably 20, I want to say maybe 27. No, I wasn't even that old. I think I messed with a guy who was like, I don't know, 23. But we both in our 20s. 23, 27. We both in our 20s. It wasn't that far apart. And we messed around for a minute. He was still like up here, not that mature, it didn't last long at all. It was nice. It was nice, but it didn't last at all. And after that, I always said I gotta have a man that's older than me, at least a few years older than me. Right now, there's a guy who's been trying to holler at me. He's about 55-ish. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm in my 40s. Is that too old? I mean, I don't know. I'm still let me be quiet because he might be watching me right now. You said you remember that also, Mo Better. I just can't go super young because it gets to a point where even if you go the opposite direction, if you go the opposite direction and date somebody who's 20, 30, 25, 15 years older than you, there's a big difference in the way you think, the way you see life, your day to day. Like, I'm sorry, but certain people, once they get so old, they be set in their ways. I don't like dating people who are set in their ways. Set in their ways, and they it's like it's either their way or the highway. You know what I mean? Like, when these generations start to cross, some of them is like, I don't like that rap music. I don't like that. I just want to listen to some blues. I just want to play the blues and my Smokey and my, stuff like that. I might be in my 40s, but I like to listen to all kind of rap music, all kind of R&B, jazz, all that kind of stuff. I always been open to different, things. And I've dated men before where they like, oh my God, you listen to rap? Oh my God, what is wrong with you? Like, what do you see in that stuff? Like, I'm like, you only like 10, 15 years older than me. You talking about, do I listen to rap? Rap did come out way before. Rap started coming out in the 70s, the 80s. It didn't get really popular to the late 80s, early 90s, things like that. What's up, nephew, Charmin Chucky? Let me get this man a shout out. Hold on, wait a minute. And I'm still, you're supposed to hit me up though. You're supposed to hit me up though, so I can have you on the show, so I can promote your business. This is a businessman, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna jump right back to my story, but I just want to give him a shout out real quick because I ran into him by surprise at the Taste of North Omaha event last weekend. It was 100 degrees outside, like 100 in hell. And all these vendors was out there selling things, cooking things, making things, all kind of stuff. And it was hot. It was so hot. I couldn't go Saturday because my son, we had a lot of stuff going on. He had gotten a car wreck. Y'all already know about that. I had uploaded a video about that. He's doing well. But so I couldn't get to the Saturday event, and it was only for it was Friday and Saturday. Yeah, Friday and Saturday. So on that Saturday, I said I have to go to the event because I have to support my community and I have to represent the hood table. So I get there. I heard somebody selling some catfish. I heard it's fire. I'm like, oh, I love me some fire catfish. It was over there by the shrimps. I love me some shrimps. I was like, let me get over here, child. I must have ordered from Charmin Chucky. And the funny thing was, y'all, you know how we see each other on these little pictures next to our name. You can't really tell what people really look like in some of these little, pictures next to the names. And so when I walked up to him, I was like, what's up? I want to order this. What you got? I want some fish. I want a catfish dinner. He looked up and he said, the hood table? And now I was trying to be incognito, right? I had on my shades. I'm like, had on my shades, I had on my mask. I'm trying to be incognito. He said, the hood table. I said, oh my God, who are you? I'm sorry, I don't recognize you. And he said, Charmin Chucky. I was like, oh my God, what's up? Man, I'm telling you, the food was fire. He gave me a flyer. When he's going to get his food truck soon. He said he's going to get his food truck by next month. So I want to bring him on the show to promote his, man, that food was so good. That fish was so good. It was so good. It was really good. So shout out to you, Charming Chucky, and what you got going on. Good luck with your food truck, and hopefully maybe one day you get a whole establishment in, you know, our area. But yes, I have to give you a shout out. All the vendors there, they was out there all day. It was so hot, y'all. It was hot, but they was out there cooking, grilling, everything. So yes, shout out to Charming Chucky, and make sure you hit me up. The Hood Table on Facebook or on IG, or just email me thehoodtable@hotmail.com so I can get you on the show. So now that I got that out the way, thank you for the grub. Thank you for the grub. It was good. Mo Better said that's all she listened to. I listen to all kind of stuff, rap. So I definitely can't date anybody who has a big preferential difference towards music. But in this particular situation, this lady, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I have a feeling that she might have groomed that child. What y'all think? You raised your stepson from the age of 7? From the age of 7. And by the time he's 20, you done divorced his father, done marry him, and you pregnant. I'm sorry. So when I saw this other story saying Mary Kay had passed away, it just brought me back to 1997 when that mess hit the fan. I mean, when that hit the fan with Mary Kay, because it wasn't like nobody out there has ever done something to a student before, or to their own child, their stepchild, a neighbor, a stranger. But it was different because of the fact these two people claim to really be in love, this grown whole woman of a teacher and this 12, 13-year-old boy. I mean, he did not want her to go to prison. He was hurt because he had fell in love with this older woman, his teacher. He was her pupil, her student. And I'm sorry, when you get a child, when you get a child to like you in that matter, it's called grooming. I don't care if it's a week of it, a month of it. You just don't up and just sleep with a child. I'm sorry. There has to be a little flirting going on, a little favoritism going on. Oh, you know you a F student, but you giving them B minuses and, you know, A minuses, and you want them to graduate, you know, and stuff like that. You want them to pass to the next grade. So you give them preferential treatment. They can go to the bathroom more than anybody else. They can eat in class. You know how some teachers are. They have their special students who can get away with darn near murder. We all done been there before. I was one of them in one class. Not the teacher was, you know, trying to groom me or nothing, but I just get special treatments. But, you know, I was a good kid. In class, I was a good kid. Outside of class, that was a whole different story. I went to school to learn. I really did. But, yeah, that's crazy. That is so crazy. And if that was the mother, this would be so devastating to me. Because I would be thinking the entire time, you and my son have had to have something going on. This just don't happen. She had to been looking at this boy, and I'm sorry, but I don't know what they putting in the food of these kids growing up nowadays, but these boys, these boys is in high school looking like grown men, looking like ox. I mean, what my grandma used to call them? Young, strapping young men. That's what my grandma used to call young boys. And every time one of the boys in the family would act like they was too tired or act like they couldn't do a manly job or something like that, she always be like, y'all some strapping young boys. If y'all don't get in there, Miss Hall said, go get your man, girl. Oh, child. Miss Hall, the Rona is still in full force. He done asked to take me out several times, more than several times. And my excuse is always, I ain't even ate at no restaurant with my kids or my homegirls or my cousins or my bestie or my anybody since the quarantine started, even after the restaurant started open, even if the kids is going back to school next week, I'm still like, I go to the store, I go to put gas in my car. If I order something out, I pick it up. I'll be like calling in the rest. I'm outside, eyes outside. Could you please bring me my food? Be masked up and everything. Roll the window down just enough to handle my, Okay, I'm dragging it a little, but y'all know what I'm saying. I'm still like quarantining myself, and then it helps that I work from home. I'm a YouTuber. My regular job is at home, so I'm always at home anyway. And I'm like, if I do go out to a restaurant with anybody, even on a date, it ain't gonna be no time soon. I'm sorry. I know people personally who have died. I know people almost every week. Somebody I know has the Rona. Like family, like friends, like coworkers, like, and I'm like, so I ain't really been like eating out like that. So anywho, Miss Hogg, we're gonna have to talk about that. I don't know. Age ain't nothing but a number. So says R. Kelly. And look where he at right now. And a lot of people need to be where he at right now. A lot of people think R. Kelly, they just want to bring a black brother down. They just want to, bring the black man down. They just want to, strip him from everything because he was so on top and he was the best at this and the best at that. And he still was the best at certain things. And he was also the best at grooming kids. But anywho, that court case, I think the trial should be starting soon. I know that trial had got put off like a lot of other things at the courthouse. A lot of big trials have been put off because of the corona, and they want to keep everybody safe, even the prisoners. They want to keep them safe. But y'all know me covering that. So I've been covering the R. Kelly thing on both of my YouTube channels, Tyann's Prime Time and the Hood Table. I've been covering him for a very long time, and all the victims and witnesses and things like that. So yes, we will be doing that. You said Mo better say I'm at home too. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. I'm really not. What I really hate is the people who got something to say. Like if people want to wear masks and gloves when they go out the house, why do people seem to have a problem with that? Like, why do people keep acting like the Rona ain't real? Like it's some imaginary figmentation of your imagination. People really think it's not real. Like, I don't know. But I do get tired of seeing the posts on social media. Y'all out here looking crazy. Ain't no mask gonna stop the Rona. If y'all gonna die, y'all gonna die. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Let us still, try to live safe. Let us still practice. Like, okay, I seen somebody who had a shirt on. Who was that? Deanna on her live the other day, and it said, or was that April? Was that April? Some said, you're standing too close, or something. I need me a shirt saying you standing too close. Give me 6 feet, give me 5 feet, give me 6 feet or something. People be right on your neck at the gas station, breathing down your neck. You can feel the hot fumes at the nape of your neck. And then you look back and look at them and they looking at you like, what you looking at? What? Thank you, Ms. Hogg. Thank you. It wasn't April Mo better. I was cracking up. Because I was thinking in my head, I need a shirt just like that. April was on to something. She said it should say, you too close. The fuck? Yes. April is on to something. More better say because they ignorant. They are ignorant. But yeah, I just want to ask y'all, like, how old do you think is too old when you're dealing with relationships? Like, how would you really feel? Are you one of those parents who would be like, oh, that's my child. They only in their early 20s. they dating I don't know, 40, 50-year-old men. Are y'all the type of parents who would be like, I need to talk to you. I need to pull you by your coattail. We need to holler. We need to sit down. We need a one-on-one come to Jesus moment, because this ain't what you need right here. I mean, or are you one of those parents that be like, well, they are grown, and, you know, maybe one of those parents who did that as well? Like, you might have been in your early 20s, guy or female, and you got into a relationship with somebody who was in their 30s, 40s, 50s. And then you look back and be like, well, I did that. How can I tell him not to? Come on, what happened to the saying, do as I say, not as I do? Does that stop when they grown? It don't to me. I tell my sons all the time, they 23 and 19. My 23-year-old will call me in a heartbeat. Mama, this happened. Mama, these people call me. Mama, this happened at work. What do you recommend I could do? Yeah, he's a whole grown man. He's 23, but he know his mother is really wise. I done been there, done that, ran the streets, did all kind of mess. I done messed around with people I shouldn't have messed with. I done hung around people. There was a time in my life when I used to be a follower and not a leader. So, you know, I raised my kids to think differently and also to make wise decisions. And if you unsure, speak to somebody who's a little bit more knowledgeable in whatever area you are having a concern with. So, yeah, sometimes they hit me up, even my 19-year-old. He just got in a wreck last week. Car totaled out. He been calling his insurance person from the other party's insurance company for a week, leaving them messages. They ain't calling them back. When they did call him back, I think it was like Monday, talked to him for like 2 minutes, said they still trying to get a side of the story from the other people who ran the stop sign. It's in the police report. The witnesses saw it. The way the cars were, my son had a straightaway, no stop sign, no lights, no nothing. This car came from the side and hit him. Totaled his car out. Ain't called him, ain't nothing. My son's concerned. He ain't got no car. He goes back to work tomorrow. He starts college again, his sophomore year, in like a few weeks. He ain't got no car. So today I called him. I left a really, 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 I ain't gonna say nasty, but a serious voicemail on that claims examiner's voicemail. Child, my son got a call in 1 hour. Now, see, the thing is, the people who hit my son, they were like Vietnamese or Asian, something like that, and don't speak English. So that could be a problem why the claims examiner hasn't really been able to have any dialogue with them. He can be calling them and trying to talk to them. They don't even know what the hell he's saying. You know what I'm saying? It could be something like that. But still, he ain't returned none of my son's phone calls. So I felt like, okay, it's time for Mama Bear to reach out, even though I'm trying to let him as a 19-year-old handle his own business. But keep in mind, he's also on my insurance. So I do have some kind of say-so in some kind of stuff, you know, I think, because, you know. But anyway, he called him back within an hour, told him he still hasn't really got everything he needed from those other drivers. He said, if they don't call me back by tomorrow morning, we're just going to go ahead and just, basically, they're just going to pay it out, get his car fixed, give him the money, you know, whatever. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry anyway. They ran a stop sign, but, you know, I guess with insurance, they have to make sure they speak to all parties involved. And that car had like 5 or 6 people in the car. And they were trying to actually speak with every one of them. And I'm like, 2 of them was kids. 2 of them was probably 12 and under. So anyway, so he called him back, and I was in the background. Yeah, he want his rental car. He need a car tomorrow. He got to go back. And he's like, Mom. I'm like, nah, shoot, you been waiting a whole week. See, I can get really, really ghetto, right? I can get really ghetto. I can get really hood. I can go from 0 to 100 in 2.5 seconds. Like, for real. Yes, Miss Hall, did you see the video? I took the video because when I saw them over there talking their little language and stuff, I hit record. I made sure I recorded every angle of every of the cars, the inside, the outside, the plates, the damage. I recorded all the people who was in the other car, close-ups too, close-ups. Because for one, when they kept trying to figure out who was driving the car, the man who all the witnesses said was driving the car, he's sitting over there like, he's sitting on their own stuff. Like, and then somebody said, well, the police was like, was this the lady that drove the car? Some lady was laid out in the street, y'all. It's on video. I recorded it last week. It's on my YouTube channel. And the lady, the mother or some grandma, whatever, she was laid out in the street, couldn't move. They had to drag her out the car. They had her in the middle of the street. And the other Asian people, they were sitting on the corner by a stop sign, the same stop sign that they ran when they hit my son. They were just sitting there chilling while the lady over across the street in the street is laid out in pain. Well, I'm like, what is going on here? You don't leave your mother in the street by herself next to a car that's dripping all kind of fluids. They had to put sand down and everything. They had to unplug my son's battery because they were scared it was going to start a fire. They just left the lady on. So, you know, it was the communication was not there. So I said, I'm going to record everything. And I said, if the insurance people need to see, you know, what I saw, I'm going to have proof. So yeah, they didn't speak no English. It was like one of them who barely spoke English, and he was like the main one to talk to the cops. The cop was like, "Who child?" He said, "Who child?" He just gave me their insurance information, and he said, "Just call the insurance company." Yes, Miss Hong. It was hot. It's been like 100 degrees here for a whole month. It was hot. She was laid out in some big old long dress. Laid out in the street. When I say laid out on the concrete in the middle of the street, she was laid out on the street. And I'm up there like, is she okay? And then one of the kids, it was a little boy because it was two little kids. It was so many people in the car, more than allowed, by the way. But I'm not gonna go there. One of the little boys, his face, like all right here, was real red and bleeding. And I don't know what he hit in the car. They all was just sitting on the, I'm like, is y'all gonna get him some medical attention? I'm up there trying to tend to their kid. Like, does he need I'm like, come here, check the boy out. I think he might be hurt. I think they just sitting there on the curb, just looking. Like they watching a doggone wreck on the television. So now, some people probably like, well, why did she record the scene of her son's car wreck? Because they didn't speak a lick of English. And I was not about to have something happen later down the line. Well, they saying that, nope. I took a picture of the stop sign, the cars, and everything. I recorded the cops saying, yes, pretty obviously, we gave them a ticket for a failure to yield. I recorded all that. So, yeah. You said Mama Bear. Yes, I would go into Mama Bear mode. So yes, I went into Mama Bear mode, and he called him back within an hour and said that if he don't talk to anybody, he said regardless what happens, he said he's gonna make one more attempt to talk to the other people in the other car, and he said call me back around noon tomorrow, and we'll work out where we can get you a car and go to the police pound where his car got towed because it's totally undrivable. But yeah, sometimes Mama Bears and Papa Bears, sometimes we gotta stick our nose and stuff when the kids might, need it. You can let them be grown, but I don't think you should have a grown kid and you just watch them waver, watch them stumble, watch them worry, watch them, that's just me. But anyway, hey Carla Prince, one of our members to the Hood Table Squad. And y'all, if y'all would like to be a member, the link is right next to the subscribe button. If you want to be a subscriber and the Hood Table Squad member, just hit the join button. Please and thank you. And I did do a member live. Excuse me. I did a test the other day, to test out the members only live stream. We got to do it on YouTube. Can't do it on StreamYard. I tried to do it on OBS. That was a failure. Took me like 3 times. Then finally I just used the camera from excuse me, from YouTube. But hey, Can, hi Candace, how you doing? But yep, so I just used the camera, the YouTube live button, and I did our first member live the other day. And sorry, I got a tickle in my throat. But I did our first member live the other day, and I did get some details on things that are coming up. Talked about our merch that we had. We got hoodies, we got sweatshirts, we got different things that are available on Teespring. And again, if you want to hit me up, email me thehoodtable@hotmail.com, or hit me up on Facebook or IG or wherever. But I can give you the information if you want some merch. I'm also going to be having some give backs lately for the members. So if you are a member and you have not checked out that video, please make sure you check that member video. When I do member only lives, member only chats, they are only seeable by members. So we have to make a post on the community wall and make a post and check out the video or tune in at such and such time, and we make it to the members, so only the members see the post and they only get the link. So that's what it is with the members. If you want to join and become a The Hood Table member, feel free. We got 2 levels, a $1.99 level, $4.99 level. YouTube takes it out from you once a month. I think it's like on the first of the month or the first week of the month, something like that. And it's basically a way to support some of your favorite YouTubers, people who you enjoy watching, enjoy their content. It's just a way of saying, show a little, love, just a little love. And to my members, I'm showing a little love too. So we're going to have for the members, again, check out the members only live, but just to give you a little bit of information for the members, the first Friday, now, every Friday we do a Friday night live, except for when it's like absolutely just something. We've been doing Friday night lives for months, and so far we only missed 2. And they were really good reasons why they were missed. But normally every Friday night we do a Friday night live, no topics off limit, no holds barred. We invite people up on the stream. We talk about whatever. Like we can be on 100 top topics throughout the show. But so what we're going to do when we do the give backs is going to be the first Friday of the month, the first Friday night live. Again, those shows are every Friday at 9, but on the first Friday of every month, on that Friday night live is when I'm going to do something, for the members. That's just part of being a member. You get perks, you get custom emojis, you get loyalty badges that you can use in the chat, members only live, special perks, things like that. So anyhow, if you would like to become a member, all you got to do is hit the join button next to the subscribe button. So thanks in advance to anybody who wants to support. And as always, feel free to Cash App at The Hood Table. Cash App The Hood Table. PayPal The Hood Table if you want to support that way as well. All the support is always appreciated as a content creator. For those of y'all who just came in who don't know, we are now an LLC organization entity corporation. The LLC, I've been dropping some coins on our platform, getting things taken care of, trying to brand stuff, trademark, copyright, LLCs, all that kind of jazz. And I already showed y'all before the LLC. I put it up. Yeah, I put it up. But I've been showing y'all in the last few videos, and I posted it on the community wall, our proof of organization with the stamp seal and everything from the state of Nebraska. But yeah, so we try to do big things. First Fridays for members. No, the first Fridays is going to be, everybody live. No, Miss Hogg, it's not just for members. It's not just the first. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to come off that way. No, the first Friday, every Friday, anybody can tune in. Anybody can hit the link. Anybody can tune in. But what I'm going to do on the first Fridays is I'm going to do a give back on the first Friday for members. So anybody can tune in. The only lives or chats that's going to be members only, that would be throughout the month. That would never be on a Friday night. Nope. I would. The Friday night lives be too lit, y'all. Friday night lives be lit. Everybody be on Friday night live. So yeah, they'll remain the same. I'm just gonna have get backs somewhere throughout the show. Maybe at the beginning, maybe in the middle, maybe at the end. I don't know. We'll figure it out, y'all. We'll figure it out. Oh shoot! Look at Miss Hog. She just signed up to become the Hood Table Squad member. Hey. Thank you, baby. Thank you. I appreciate you. Our members are growing. Our membership is growing. And Miss Hog, she been here. Oh my God, Miss Hog, she's on my other YouTube channel. She's on this YouTube channel. Miss Hog is a very, very big supporter of mine. I kind of wish she had her own channel so I can support her in return and, be a part of her platform as well. So let me know whenever you're ready to get your own platform, Ms. Hall, because I sure will be there to support you. I really will. But with that, y'all, with that being said, y'all, I'm going to jump off of here. It's 10:19. We've been on here for about an hour and a half. I'll be trying not to go too long because y'all know I can talk. Y'all. The people who've been following me, we'll get into all kind of conversations, be up here kikiing and chopping it up for a while. So yes. Hey, Carla Prince. Yes, Carla is another member of ours, Hood Table Squad membership. So yes, again, if you want to join the Hood Table Squad membership, feel free. But in the meantime and in between time, you guys, tomorrow night is Friday Night Live. Make sure y'all be here or be square. And I know that was corny, but I'm going to say it anyway. Be here or be square. We got a lot of things to talk about tomorrow night. And again, it's no topics off limit on the 9 o'clock Friday Night Lives. So if you got a topic, bring it to the table and we'll discuss it. Whatever you want to talk about, we'll discuss it tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. If you want to jump on the stream with me, we can have up to 10 people now on the StreamYard. We used to could only have 6, but now we can have 10. I think they're trying to be kind of like Zoom, because Zoom, you can get like, 150? Something like that. But I think 10 is good. I think once you get over 10, 20, 30 people on a stream, that's just, that's too much. But yes, have a good night. Toodles, Miss Hall, Mo Better, Carla Prince. I know a lot of people have been watching, coming in and out. Everybody don't, like to drop down in the chat and say anything. But Can, hey, love. Everybody have a wonderful night. Y'all try to stay safe. Be blessed, stay healthy. Even if people looking at you sideways because you want them to give you 6 feet, if you got a mean mug them, tell them to get thee behind me, Satan. Nah, don't tell them that. They don't think you crazy. Don't do that. But anyway, y'all, stay safe, be blessed. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. I'm out. Deuces.